Hey guys, I'm coming on here because I feel like there's a word in my heart that needs to be released pertaining to the horrible incident at the Minneapolis Catholic school shooting. Um, Another horrible tragedy that was spurred on by nothing short of demonic possession of a person, and many are failing to realize that this is in fact a spiritual battle. Yes, it's also a mental illness battle. Obviously the media is spinning it to be about a gun battle, but the point in what I came on here to do is to highlight that God is still good. Despite the absolute tragic loss of two children, which is the most heartbreaking thing imaginable. There's nothing worse that could possibly happen than to lose a child. It's just devastating, and our heart is with those families. And I know there were, from what I've heard, I'm not exactly up to date, but about 17 additional injuries. But what I was told is that there were hundreds of people inside of that church praying, and that this person came loaded to the teeth with artillery, including automatic weapons, perhaps semi-automatic weapons. Again, I don't have all the details, but I know he was packing heavy, and he's either the worst shooter to ever exist, or there was a sovereign hand of protection over the children and the people in that church. I am not discounting that we lost two children. What I am saying is that there were informed people stated that there were shots meant to kill that didn't kill, and a lot of people coming out of there unscathed. So something I just haven't heard anybody talking about is this revelation that there was some form of supernatural protection upon the people in that church. And yes, the two that we lost, tragic, but they're receiving the promises of heaven in eternal paradise with Jesus right now. And heart goes out to the families. And you hear these democratic leaders, I'll call them that, because they're saying to stop praying. They're telling people to stop praying. Prayer is exactly what those families need to get through this time of suffering. And God rescues those who are crushed, and he meets them there. And so my prayer is for these families that God would help them to mourn, and that he would rescue them from their pain. So continue to pray. When you hear people coming out against prayer, that is the first indication that that's exactly what we need to be doing, and the most powerful thing we can be doing, because those leaders are under demonic influence the same way that the shooter was. And the reason I'm saying that is because it's clear as day. If you look at some of his manifestos and the drawings that he did in his book, where he was literally talking to a demon creature in the mirror that was telling him to kill himself. So sorry, I had a phone call coming in. In no way do I want to highlight this person or the devil in any way. I do want to highlight the goodness of God, that somehow God is going to work this together for good, what the enemy meant for harm. And we need to rise up in our faith. We need to put the emphasis and the focus on God, and continue to take ground for the kingdom. We are in a revival, and we need to be shouting it from the rooftops and singing God's praises. Let our worship be our anthem, and we just need to shut down these evil moves of the enemy. He's a serpent, he's a snake, and he belongs under our feet. I love you guys. We love everyone, and keep praying.